I remember when I had my very first sparring session, I was going up against this guy. He was like really big, he was meaty, he was like 80 kilos. We were actually the same size, but he was like 20 kilos almost heavier than me. And that first sparring session, he really hit me really clear on the nose, and like my eyes started watering, like I felt kind of dizzy. I really had to take a break for like 1 or 2 minutes just from that. So it was like literally just a jab. It wasn't like even that hard of a punch, but like he was like, this strong guy who was like really all out going like almost 100%. And so really that just gave me the perception that sparring was this hard thing, where you ain't playing around, you really just going at it. But honestly, most of the time it isn't like that, and it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't try to KO your fucking opponent in sparring session, your training partners. And really, so for the next sparring sessions, I really was like, I was afraid of them. I was like, oh please, everything but sparring today. I was just hoping that we do more technique, that I'd get better first, and then we do some sparring. But really, what you should do is you should do quite a lot of sparring, but then it's kind of like more light sparring. Like you focus on technique, you play around, you experiment with newly learned things. And so really, when our coach told us that, when he just reminded us, go like 50, 60%, just don't go all that hard, just play around. And it just clicked that, that's why most of the guys aren't really afraid of sparring, because most of the other guys at the gym, they were looking forward to all the sparring sessions because they literally could just go play around and experiment with the things they learned without really risking injury. I mean, occasionally there would be like a bloody nose or something, but really that did happen to that happened like every sparring session to one guy, and we were like 20 guys. So maybe every 20 sparring sessions you get a bloody nose or something. And really, you still need your training partners as well. Like most of you want to have fights in the future. I mean, you and your training partners. So you want to don't want to just unnecessarily knock them out, because that brain damage, I mean, that's long lasting. So you want to like keep that low, and you want to reserve that for the fight. So just reserve the all out brawl for the fights themselves. As I said, your sparring sessions should be light. And then the fights that you're gonna have, they can be like 100%. You just go all out brawl. And when you do lighter sparring, you can also just have more fights because you reserved your energy and you didn't like maybe injure yourself, so you have more time for recovery, for the fight itself, not just to get back to your baseline, your normal state. And really, also what I've learned on a podcast, I don't know which one it was exactly, but the guys that do Muay Thai in Thailand, literally in the sparring sessions, if you kick them too hard, they don't want to spar with you anymore, because they have so many fights and they don't want to just risk injuring themselves in those sparring sessions. So they go light pretty much all the time, pretty much always. And through that, they can have so many fights and, just play around, experiment. It's important in all kinds of combat sport. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all for today once again. Just remember, when you're sparring, don't dread them, just play around, have some fun. Like, if you like get bloody nose occasionally, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But yeah, just for the future, keep that in mind. See you next time.